Everyone, today I am going to show you how to make these super cute winged bows. Obviously I've got a winged fringe clip version. It's very similar, only instead of pushing it up and attaching it to the clip like so, we're having it straight and flat, and on this one I have attached to a nylon baby band, pinged out the way like so, with a knotted middle. I've done a flat version with a simple normal wrapped middle, and a flat version on a clip on a 9mm knotted, compared to a wider knotted middle. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do both versions, and I'll just move that out of the way. So what you'll need is some high-tack, either trim it, or you can also use fray stop glue, which is this. It's basically just a very simple clear drying glue that will sort of hold, I've just got one ready to go, it will hold your ribbon together enough to stitch through without it being tough compared to a glue gun. And you can pick that up at Hobbycraft and places like that. It's not very expensive. You'll need your ribbon, you'll need a nylon headband or a general headband depending, or your bubble or your clip depending on what you're going to use, your needle and thread. Where is my needle? Oh, there. Your needle and thread. Don't remember that you forget you need your extra strength or your pearl thread or upholstery thread, nothing cotton based. Your tape measure to measure your ribbon, your lighter to heat seal your ribbon, some holding clips for when your ribbon is drying, takes a couple of minutes, and your clip to attach your bow to, and your fabric scissors, and your glue to attach everything to your clip. Okay, so let's put these out the way. And I already have some of my bits cut and ready, and I will always put the measurements in the description below as normal, because you know I talk too fast sometimes. So this is 21 centimeters of 1.5 inch ribbon, and I have folded it in half. Just get that glue stringy off there, like so. I have worn the middle and put a nice firm crease in, and I've heat sealed both ends like so. And I've also got my 9mm, and I've also got another piece for the wider knot, so that would be this version. So the wider knot, you take a standard piece of the 1.5 inch and you need 13.5 inches. And what I've done is I've folded it in half, and I took my hair straighteners and I just ran them over like so, so that was nice and even and flat for when we're tying the knot later. I'm just going to put those two off to the side. There. So take the high tack glue, and you only want the teeniest amount because it is genuinely just enough to stitch through, and hold it while we twist. You do a drop like so. You see how little there is? And don't worry, like I said, it clears completely dry, so even if you can see a little bit now, don't be overly concerned. Do your normal overlap of, like I said, 1/2 centimetre, 1/4 inch, like so. And then I take one of these clips and I put that to one side while I make my other version. And that is ready to go, and that is now nice and secure. So it's not meant to be a permanent glue, it is just genuinely in replace of basically using a dress pin to twist. So what you want to do, side with your crease here, have that against your finger, like so, get that between there, and then take this side with your join, and you flip your joined side over and line that up with your crease. Okay, so this is what it looks like at the back, or the front. This is what it looks like at the back at the minute. Okay, you see what we do is you push that like so, turn around, do the same thing, flatten that down like so, give it an adjust so you get your tips. Okay, so we've got even both sides, and the same on the front. Got a nice clear point. So what I do now is both sides with this, and make sure they're lined up, and then you do that to give it a sharper, more defined edge. Same on the other side, get your points to line up, gently heat, just to give that a more defined look. And then take your needle and thread, and again make sure your creases are lined up, and you go from above, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So in, 1, 2, out, 1, 2, 3 on the back, and it's a 6 count, or 5 if you're me and you don't count the first one in. Okay, so that's what it looks like at the minute. Try to keep it to that line crease as much as possible, and wrap round. At least twice, or as many times as you feel necessary. Stitch off in the back however you like to stitch off. Take that excess off. I'm just going to sew the other one as well, just so I can show you the two different versions of the knotted middle, the skinnier one and the wider one. So just excuse me a minute. There we go. So exactly the same thing. Take your clip off, crease that side, flip your join over, and line them up. You can put your clip back on if you think it's necessary while you're playing with the ends. Okay, there's one. There's two. See how simple this method is? Keep that edge and squish. There we go. adjust that a little so they match up. There we go. Just tie that off. So from above, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 again. Try and make them as even as you possibly can. The more even your stitches are, the better balanced your bows will tend to look overall. Wrap. Stitch off again. Okay. So this is, like I said, your second one. They're both exactly the same, as you can see. Both the same sizes, roughly. Just adjust the middle on that one a little bit. There we go, that's better. So that's your version you've got. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this one to the baby headband. And like I said, this is a nylon. Like I said, you can make them yourself by cutting up 1-inch strips of nylon tights, but you want good quality nylon, or you can buy these ready-made from reputable suppliers. And what I do is, obviously, the threads coming through the back of the bow here. So from this side, because there's that version as well, I'm going to go in, because I prefer this to gluing. Like so. So it's right against the band, and then I will just wrap that a couple of times like we just did with the bow. And then stitch that off exactly the same as we've just done that band. Do that. Okay, and I think on this one, because we did the big knot version on the other baby headband, we will do the skinny knot version on this. And obviously I've got this lovely matching silver edged pink, and you need at least 13.5 centimetres, whichever size you use, just so you've got enough to do the knot with enough space. So what you do is bring it round like this, so it looks like, and then pull that through the loop, get it in the middle, and pull like so, so you've got that nice, just undo it so I can read it. So like so. Through. No. That's what you get. That's what your back looks like. That's from, and like I said, you get that nice pointed shape. And what I do is I glue a dot here and put that directly against the middle of the bow. Just the tiniest bit, you don't want a lot because you don't want it to seep out underneath the middle either side and have people see the mess. So what you do, you pull them tight around the sides and leave that to set for a couple of seconds before you, so just get rid of that tiny little bit of glue while it's still wet. So there's that. And then what you do is you fold it over your baby band, cut cut off your excess that side. And heat seal. Then we'll put our dot glue here. There we go. Take that over and hold, and then we'll do the same that side. Take that over your band, cut off your excess, heat seal, touch glue that side. There we go. Now you can either leave it like that if you want to, or if you're concerned about the back hurting a baby's head or anything like that, then what I do, I've got a matching felt circle, so I've just got a pink felt circle, excuse the noise, that's me up in the box. There's that, and all I do is take my so I do that, so I've got a strip like this, just try to tidy that up. There you go, so you get something like that. And what I do is I'll glue it directly over that seal. Like so, and then what you can do is if you open up your band a little bit like that, use your finger to keep it open. What I do is you can put a drop of glue there, just there, press that into your band, that side, and then close it, and then do exactly the same the other side. Pull it open, touch glue, roll it back in like so, and then you've got a little bit of extra protection for when it's against the baby's head, so you don't have to worry about any, you can see that, just give it a little, so it can't be seen behind the bow, like that. You can do the same that side. There we go. So that's that version, and then we'll do the wider knot with our 1.5 inch folded. Just going to trim off that excess little frame bit because it's driving me mad. I like everything to be nice and visible for you, so I don't want any distracting little bits in the background when I'm doing stuff. So take your 13.5 centimetres again, and it's exactly the same as what we just did with the 9mm. We fold it like so, that's the back, that's front, and you take that through, you can do it as tight or as loose as you want. Like I said, that's a bigger version, like so. And I'm going to attach that to a clip this time. So let's decide which way we're going to do it. Like that. There we go, that looks right. So again, I want a touch of glue on the back there, and like I said, I always play around with these until they look how I want them. So different people like different shapes on these, so work out what looks nicest for you. Get that on your centre, like so. And like I said, again, give it a little bit of time for the glue to set to the bow before you start moving it around. And then I'm going to glue the clipping before we cut off any excess. And we just want a dot of glue there. Okay. Hold that in for a second. And then you want to bring those together like so. Get your scissors. I'd advise doing one side at a time. 1, 2. We want to heat seal our ends again. You also pinch them together so they don't open. There we go, and we'll want a dot of glue that side and a dot of glue that side. We'll do one side at a time. So that side first. Open your clip. Hold it for a second. Okay, same this side. Right there. Open your clip back up again. And hold until it's set. There we go. And that is the wider knot version. And like I said, you can just do the simple standard middle wrap depending on what you personally prefer. I like it with the cute 9mm smaller one personally, but like I said, it's very cute with the bigger one. Like I said, just gives it a slightly different look. And I've done these with 21 centimeters, but you can do the longer ones with 23. You could do it shorter, or you could probably do it with 20, I'd say 18, anywhere between 18 centimeters to 23, giving you slightly different sort of